Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Boy GhostGG. Today, we're reacting to Final Fantasy VII Rebirth Open World Grasslands gameplay showcase from TGS, which I believe is a Tokyo Game something. I don't know. It's in Japan. But yeah.
So from here, so we start from here, right? Yeah. So we just opened the door. So this is the grassland area. So Cloud have fled from Midgard and are going to the south of Midgard in the grassland area.
Okay.
And they've staying in a town in a place called Calm, but Shinra have heard that the Valanche are staying there, so are attacked and are escaping from Calm, which is here. So in terms of the rebirth, game experience will start from here. So the world map characterizes is how we've showed. And in the previous promotion, the reason why we show this was that meaning. So this is the field. Wow, wow, this is the field. Is this the field? What's this? So it's in this field that the world map, we have it as one space, and within that we have this grassland area and other areas, and within that area there's towns as well as dungeons that are in a seamless
Ooh,
as a big world map.
oh, that's cool.
So it's like an open world. So it's like a very flexible, free world. So you're able to go through the lands which are connected, and you're able to feel directly the Final Fantasy Rebirth world. So if you actually live in this world, this is the kind of distance you have. So in this grassland area, it's only a part of this world area, and it's just a 2 kilometer area. So even if you explore this, it won't end.
It is so realistic. I was wondering how you're going to create this field, but we made it. Without making it, I think all the fans waiting for the remake will not be satisfied, so we made this happen. Fantastic. These areas, you have all the areas surrounding all the planet that is so beyond description. You'd like to go everywhere.
Oh, well, there we have it. Our
Now
party is
they are going to
Cloud.
start,
Oh, the
and
party's
looks
everyone
like
actually, but you can only have
the
two other
various
members
places of
active
the
at a
world
time.
map, as
So I
well
guess you can
as
switch them out maybe.
party
Oh wait,
members as you'd like.
there's members there.
This time I
Oh.
like to show you how you can switch a various party members, and you can switch from the command.
You can have like a
Okay,
preset of
you
members
don't
you
have to
want.
use VHS. You
That's
don't need
cool.
that from
Oh, look at that map.
VHS is not necessary. So it's so modern. You can use smartphones to switch parties. And going back to the game, you can see the Billy's farm where we'd like to take a look at it. There will be encounters with enemies, yes. And in terms of distance, about 1 kilometers or so, you will be walking in that direction. So I'd like to give some explanation. Walking along the road, and in front of you, you can see some enemies in front of you. So we'd like to explain battle system. This time, the battle system, we have a synergy
Oops, my
system.
entire thing just.
There's a synergy ability and synergy skill. First, I'd like to start with a synergy skill.
What is wrong
Cloud
with
is
this?
utilizing the power from Aerith, and Tifa uses the
Thank
power
you.
from
I don't know what will happen there.
Aerith and try to conduct a combination attack in the air, and you can just guard or charge the attack or combination attacks. These actions and technical a synergy can be utilized.
Oh god, my nose
ATB,
has just
so
been
you can use this
going
while
today. I
ATB
can't stop sneezing.
is filling up. This is something different from the first title. You can see more technical aspect of the battle. You do not have to wander around while the ATB gauge fills up. Yes, you can use combination attacks. And the synergy skill, crowd Elite combination, and Aerith Tifa combination was shown,
That wasn't my
but
full
we
screen for
have
some
every
reason.
combination of every party member for that synergy skill, so please learn every combination and synergy skills as you'd like.
Yeah, so
There's
synergy
various
skills
items on
is
the
just
field. Yes, there
certain
are so
abilities
many
of two
items.
players can work together and cause like
We
massive
have
damage or something, right?
trial, but there's a crafting or item transmutation system is adopted, and you can pick
Cloud
some
Strife,
from
Aerith
items
Gainsborough,
from the
Tifa
enemies and
Lockhart.
gather various items, and you can craft or transmute various items. You can use a potion. By doing so, you can create various items, and when you become more mature, a defense gear or armor equipment, or you can reinstate your gears. And this can be used from the start to the end of the game. Please use this item transmutation or crafting function. Oh, it's something we saw in the previous titles at the time of Final Fantasy V or so. Many people love this kind of thing. That's true. Please pick everything on the field. And then I'd like to ask you to explore in the field. So there's so many wide field areas you can go
Oh, you can
down
just
from
jump off.
here,
Cool.
yes, from the hill. And also you can climb up to the hill and mountains. There are so many
I
field
do like this
items.
open world setting you got in this area.
Title.
I know, like, once you like move on, like this open world setting, right? You're gonna have the main mission, but you're obviously gonna have like a bunch of side stuff to do and whatnot. And once you complete the main mission in this area, you're probably gonna be heading over to a different area.
And also, everybody loves this Shinra boxes.
This is going to be a
I
big
really
game.
Like Shinra boxes. Everybody would like to slash off Shinra boxes, so please slash them off. In addition to that,
Look at the chocobo chick.
walking, there's a very small chocobo, and you can follow the chocobo, and he says, "Please follow me," and we can see some signposts. And when you fix this signpost at the game, you can use this as a fast travel point. And from the world perspective, this chocobo will be very delighted. He's so cute. And after fixing signpost, you can create trust with this chocobo, and you can give some reaction to this chocobo. So cute.
You can pet the chocobo chick. Let's go.
The reactions may vary, so please try it. And you can use this as a fast travel point as well as these benches. Oh,
You can probably like rest at the bench as well, right? So okay, repellent shear like
Oh,
Did you put a cloth down? What a
he's using
fucking
cushion.
bougie guy, huh?
And in the world map, so the bench is so old.
Oh no, he put the map down, sat on it,
I think
and then
Cloud
he
liked
fast
to
traveled.
he liked
Okay,
to sit
okay.
on the bench. So you recover your life point. Then we'd like to show you Red 13. Give you some explanation. Red 13. Red 13 is designed for
Oh my
the
god.
near range attackers. You can show various special moves close to enemies.
He's fast.
You can charge your ATB gauge.
Oh, I just realized we never played as Red 13 in the remake. He was just a
I'm going to use this.
like you could give him instructions, but you couldn't play as him.
Very useful move status trait. And Red 13 has another special one that is the vengeance gauge. When you protect or guard the attacks of enemies, you can charge vengeance gauge, and when you feel that, you can
Wait,
go
this is like 40 something minutes, right? This is 44 minutes long, I just remembered. We're gonna be here for a while.
13 can just go into the enemy's attack, but also you can guard the attacks from enemies. Then you can use very special mode Red 13, and you can do counter, and that is very refreshing. So Red 13 has been very differentiated from other characters, so please enjoy playing and using Red 13.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. First time playing as him, so.
Red 13, I'd like to play this character, which we could not use in the previous title, and many times
Oh, we can swim.
complained about that. Finally, we can use Red 13, and you can swim in the river. You can swim in the river or in the ocean.
Ooh.
Maybe legendary the submarine material. Not just swimming, you can climb up ropes, or you can use wire hooks. There are so many various world actions so that you can enjoy exploring the various places in
Right.
the world.
Yeah, this is a much more open game than the first. Since the I keep saying first game, but I'm gonna start calling them remake because it gets confused with the original Final Fantasy VII. So it's much more open than the remake.
Something you can see, Cloud would like to rent a chocobo to the swamplands.
Ooh.
Swamplands
Chocobo rental
So I
service.
think you can tell when you play the original version, you can see. So we are going to Chocobo Ranch.
Like we eventually got fast travel in the remake, right? Like
So
at
we
the
can go
end,
to the
essentially
swamplands.
the end chapter,
Everybody loves
and it
Chocobo
was the
Ranch.
chocobo. You gotta go repair the chocobo stations, and like there's probably like enemies around it. You gotta like fix it up and shit, right? And then the chocobos were the way we fast traveled
Yes,
between
just
places.
to show a
But in this
glimpse.
game, we could just straight up rent a chocobo
Now we are
and ride around the environment. And we saw there was different types of chocobos. There's just like the fast chocobos. There's the ones that could like climb. There's the ones that can like glide or fly down from high heights.
Characteristics. Some chocobos can climb up the hill, or
There you
some
go.
chocobo can fly in the sky, or some go over the water or sea in at a very high speed.
Oh,
The
and also they'll
chocobo
go run so
goes
fast
very
that they can like
fast.
Superman or
That's one
flash
of
that
the
shit over the sea.
weakness of this title. And this Billy, Chocobo Billy, when you play the last title, you should remember a Chocobo Sam, but there are people owning Chocobo or farming Chocobo is something we try to be detailed about in this title, and this Chocobo Billy is very important character in this title. I see. Yes, and now we are now trying to rent the Chocobo, but we were asked to catch a Chocobo who went away from the ranch. Now we are going to catch a Chocobo. In the original version, how do you remember how we catch Chocobo? I think this was Chocobo and other monsters, and we should kill monsters other than Chocobo, right? Yes, that is correct. Yes, that reminded me. Yes, good memory. And in this title, how we are going to get Chocobo is something I'd like to show you and explain to you from now. Thank you.
Oh, it's a chest back there. I want it.
And she's Kuloe, sister of Chocobo Billy. Now, after catching Chocobo, Chocobo Billy will tell you how to ride on the Chocobo. Now we are going to catch a Chocobo. In this title, as with the original version, you should follow track and footprints. That is the homage we've made. I remember that, yes. In the original version, that was some symbolic, but in this title, you can see the actual footprints here. It's so real, and you should follow and track these footprints of Chocobo. In the original version, we couldn't make it, but this is actually what's happening in the title. You should follow the Chocobo footprints in this manner, and as you walk in the world map, you can identify Chocobo footprints, and you can trace them back so that you can move forward, and then you can meet a bunch of Chocobo groups.
In the
I'm
original.
really liking the more open space, you know?
Yeah, we found Chocobo. So let's go and capture Chocobo. So how do you think that we're going to capture Chocobo in this one? Using a net? Using a net, right? So let's actually try out. So how are we going to capture
We
Chocobo
gotta
in this
stealth
one?
it.
It's a Stealth mini game for capturing the Chocobo. So in the Stealth mini code, so that Chocobo doesn't realize, we are very careful so that we don't have ourselves in the sight of Chocobo. So this is the first one, so it's very easy. So if you're very careful of Chocobo not looking at you, so we said that there are Chocobo with various capabilities, but it's coming to become more and more difficult. So when it becomes a rare Chocobo, it's going to be difficult. But even
We
if you
can't
go
let
up
his
to
friends
nearby,
see us,
there's
because
lots of
otherwise they would
opportunities.
alert
So
him,
we
right?
need to make a lot of opportunities. So you want to move when Chocobo's not looking. And where you see it over there is Pico, is the Chocobo you want to catch this time around. It's very careful, it's hiding, but I think they will realize it's very good to detect. So in those cases, very cute, but staring at you, right?
Like following us,
So in
yeah.
this case, you want to throw a stone so that you're able to divert the view and capture during those times.
Oh my god, that's a big ass stone.
So by throwing a stone, you're able to divert the view. So this is the opportunity. So during this opportunity, you go and you get on. You get on. And this is like when a cat feels safe when you grab, Chocobo feels a sense, and then you can become very close with Chocobo and able to utilize Chocobo because you have this bond, you have this trust relationship. Oh, and you can provide the Giza green. And as you explore the world map, you will be utilizing Chocobo quite a lot, not just riding, but it has various parts. And you're able to customize various things. So you're able to customize the Chocobo and
Oh, that's
create
cool. You can
your
customize
own
them.
Chocobo as you explore the world map.
Oh, Red 13.
So cute. You feel like this sense of affinity. Red 13 seems to be very wary. So I think they might be feeling something. So Chocobo is a bit hungry, so he's going to go back to the branch. So it looks very happy. So he's come back. So as you just saw, the world is vast, which I think we've been conveyed. So going back to Chocobo's branch, going back to where you come is a bit of a troublesome. But for those places that you've visited before, you can register that as a fast track. So
Oh,
very fast action. So I want you to utilize this fast track function. And over there, you see Chocobo already back in the ranch. Yes, Chocobo's back. This time, Chocobo wants to capture you ride and then you go to exploration. But this is the first Chocobo, so it's a tutorial. So this time we've had the Chocobo to come back to the ranch to provide various lecture. So we're going to prepare so the green, old green Chocobo green is saying, please wait. So utilizing this time, we want to showcase some of the elements of the explanation of world map whilst we wait for Chocobo to finish eating. So we're
okay.
going to go out and then,
Hey,
oh, wow,
it's the boy.
it's Chadley.
He gave us all
Chadley,
those training modules and
have
shit.
you forgotten me? With those cute eyes? If you if you say I don't remember you, Chadley will sleep. But of course we remember Chadley.
Of course.
And of course, all of you would remember Chudley, but in the previous, in the combat intel, we provided, and by accomplishing that, it came up with something. So Cloud was prompted, so said that Chudley said, I want to go to the world map. So he's now made his research to world map. So by exploring the world map and from the knowledge that you've developed, you're able to develop the material. So basically, he's saying that, let's cooperate together. So I think Chadley has a story of his own. So he wants to this is a very important element to explore the world map. He's saying that Shinla, the old Remno wave tower, are in the world map that are not utilized, but by utilizing that, Chudley will be able to explore the world map. So activating various communication towers, able to expand the areas he is able to explore, and he's saying that let's expand this world map. So it's a game to explore the world map, and that is his intention, and Cloud also follows on that too. So the Remnant Wave Tower, we're going to initiate that.
Got towers we have to complete.
So he's saying it's very close by, over there. It's just there. So it's better just you go there yourself because it's so close. So the world is going to be in your hands. But the first, he's saying, let's do it together. So let's initiate the first one or activate the first one. So like this. So Chudley is in the world map, so we've given him a new uniform like a Boy Scout costume. So as you can see, under the Remno Wave Tower, there's the activation terminal. So this is by putting in the module that was received earlier, the Remno Wave Tower will be activated. So we've been very careful with the mechanics here. So this has the fantasy elements and the light elements, which is the Final Fantasy VII. Wow, it's really good for my heart, I suppose. So by activating the Remna Wave Tower, the world map close to the Remna Wave Tower, you're able to detect, and Chadley knows where they want to explore or investigate. So like this. So Chadley's searching, investigating. And then, as you can see, on the area maps, the area Chadley wants you to investigate will appear. And by initiating these requests and executing that, you're able to develop various materia, which is the objective cloud and Chadley. So currently we're going to activate the Remno wave, and we've done some analysis. So let us develop one materia. So let us develop a materia. So you're able to develop various materia, but from where you want to develop, the user is able to choose. So there's various things. So you're able to develop and select the one that she want to use, like this. So there are various materia you've never come across.
New materia, cool.
So there are very convenient materia. Oh, very interesting. Noda-san loves materia. I love materia.
Oh, look at that.
Chadley's request, there were a couple. So let us try one. So it's around 800 meters difference. So from Calm to Chocobo Ranch, it was 1 kilometer. So I think it's roughly the same distance. But now Chocobo's ready. We're going to ride on Chocobo and see how convenient Chocobo is. Okay, we're going to ride on
Hey,
Chocobo
see some
and go to
chocobo
the
action.
place, go to our destination. That one, that Pico, right? Pico is ready. So
You just
we're
whistle
going
for
to
him.
whistle. Oh, Pico's Pico's come. So Red 13 too.
Red 13.
So
That,
that's Red 13, right?
that's still funny as fuck.
They're riding. Red 13's riding. Wow. So as you
Red
can
13
see,
riding on a chocobo is the most funniest thing ever.
Chocobo realizes, detects something.
Oh.
So from the smell, if you smell, the wild rabbit has the tendency of digging or putting something underground.
Oh, cool.
So if Chocobo makes a response, I want you to proactively use Chocobo. So
Can I also pick up
Chocobo,
stuff while riding?
you don't want to capture a wild rabbit, so very cute, huh?
Oh, is that a mobile? Yeah.
That's the Moogle House. Moogle House. Did you realize? It's Moogle House. I loved Gold Saucer, so I don't have time, so we have to skip here. They could give you a bit of a medal, right? So as we proceed, very quick. And this time, the combat request of Chadley will be conducting, but normally there are various like mini games and the story
You
to
jump.
analyze.
You can really
and
get
be
around the
able to
environment like
solve
very
the
easily.
mysteries
Like, holy
really fast,
shit.
but due to time this term around, we will be explaining the one with the combat. So we've arrived.
Chocobo is very helpful. It's so quick, and you can see the monster. A guide system will give you an explanation on each monster's enemies. You can see the explanation of the monster, why the monster lives in this place, and what kind, how they live
Oh,
in this
wow.
area. It's like explanation at the zoo.
Oh, there's more than one.
It's like audio guide. And it's not the key tips for combat. The world map content of Chatterley is not something that you let players to grow and increase levels, but rather we wanted to create a story behind all of the elements in the world. It's not that you are just fighting and defeating enemies, but I'd like you to know the details about each monster and how they live. That is something we created in this content, and then you can combat them.
Only got a minute 35 to do it.
Well created a living environment.
Well, it's going down pretty slowly, but it's going down. Oh, actually, oh yeah, it's just basic attacks is going down slowly, but with the more heavier attacks, it's much better. Alright, Red 13, let's see what you got.
Powerful. And
Eat.
here I'd like to talk talk about synergy ability.
Oh, baby.
Is different from synergy skills. You should charge the gauge and consume the gauge to use that synergy ability. And how you can charge this synergy gauge? When you consume ATB gauge, then you can charge the synergy gauge. So when you use ATB more and more, then you can increase and charge synergy gauge. So you should
Oh my god.
consume ATB gauge. And by doing so, you can use the synergy ability. And then if you'd like to show the synergy ability between Cloud and Red 13, and then you need to increase the synergy gauge of both characters, Cloud and Red 13. So I should switch characters and increase the gauge. So switching characters
Okay, so we have to get both of their gauges to full, and
something
then we can
we'd like
use
to
their
highlight.
synergy
If you'd like to use
ability.
just one character, but you would like
Okay.
to charge synergy gauge, switching characters, and then you can use move. In the previous title, you can just use Cloud only, but in this title, you can use various characters, and in doing so, you can utilize synergy ability, which would be good for playing this game. You can see the gauge is charged and is on the increase. And like to release the synergy ability. They are so strong. We see the life point AP is on the decrease. I think you should cure yourself. Yes, let us cure ourselves. Be
Are we about to
ready.
fail?
After this attack, we'd like to.
Or is that like
increase
a
the
optional
synergy
objective to
ability.
do it in that time limit?
No. So invincible. Aerith is creating magic. Yes, okay. Then chain ability. This is a synergy ability.
Oh, there you go,
We are
yeah.
going to use a savage assault.
That was
So
cool.
cool.
That looked cool.
This is so cool. Yes, this special move, Synergy, is so fantastic, and each character offers various synergy abilities, so please learn them and use them to the extent possible. There's every combination, every character, right? Yes, that is correct. And that is the exploration of the map, the world repo of the world intel of the Tatooine, and you can see the map is so big, so large. There is so many unexplored areas. And this time, some of you may know, you can play a mercenary quest. Mercenary quest, there are so many people in need. You can start quests. When you go to cities, you can start various quests. You can see some green icons on top of some of the people, and then you can talk to them, and they will ask some quests to you. And this one is the governor of Calm. There's a Mako Tank in Calm, but they are in short of Mako from Mako-chan. They are in worry, but I will ignore him because I don't have time. Like, this is Calm. Yes, you can see this is Calm. Calm, it is so fantastic. You can see so many people living here. And as you are walking around in the city, it's difficult to identify who's in need. It's cumbersome for some people. And in this world, you have very nice functions. You don't have to go around. There's a notice board at the city where people will give notice on quests. So as you can see this is the notice board. When you see notice board, you can see some quests or requests on the board. So from here, you can start quests. It's so helpful. So just an example, I'd like to pick this one that is Livestock Bane. This is the quest. You can start initiating the quest, or you can do several tasks in parallel as you move forward in the story. It's not that the tasks would be discontinued. You can just continuously receive quests as many as possible, and you can complete tasks as you'd like. I see. Now, in this quest, as time is limited, I'm going to use fast travel, where I've never visited, but you need to go to that place to use fast travel in the original game. And this is the person who's in need. And the client, in this quest, maybe we need to dig deep about these characters, or they make some requests to solve problems for them. So by finishing various quests, you can learn many things about this world. So calm in the original, I skipped or I went through without doing anything. But no, calm is the first place you go to in this title. So you can do many things, not just characters. Together with Cloud, there's some character playing the major role in this quest. Red 13 is with Cloud. So Cloud plus someone from your party will play mercenary, and by doing so, you can build trust and better relations with Cloud, and you can imagine how that will play out in the later part of the game. And then the livestock was attacked by some monsters, and Cloud was asked to do some investigation. And Red 13
Looks like Red 13 is about to attack
so
livestock.
excited to look into the scene. Red 13 is so in a hurry. He's like, and a dog chasing sheep is so motivated.
I'm back in his environment.
Looking to this place, you can see the story will unfold. In Red 13 says it's been several days since the enemy attacked here. He's so demotivated after finding that out. And Cloud says that we should rely on Chocobo. And Chocobo in this world has a very good sense of smell and better than Red 13. Not just wandering around the world map, but also there are so many quests and you can problem solve with Chocobos. And Red 13 does not like Chocobo will overtake his ability, but when you send on the Chocobo, then you can
Well,
track
everyone has a
its scent
chocobo. I just
path.
realized. I thought it was
Red
just our
13
two
says
party members, but since everyone is with us, technically, you know, we have like
the Red 13
what, 4 people with us,
tries to
5 of us in
defeat
totals.
Chocobo.
Guess everyone needs a chocobo.
But when you lost the track of the
Can't
scent,
double
then
up.
you can smell again so that you can see the route of the scent. And when you follow this along, you can move to the next phases of the story. So Chocobos are very important, not just wandering around the map, but also various quests in the title. And this is how it works. 30 minutes have passed. It's so fantastic. And from this and onwards, please play it by yourself. So this is something I can show you. It was so quick. Well, we are still in Calm, the first city, and there are so many things in front of you in the story. There are so many things we are to know. I'm interested in the swamplands. I'm so intrigued, and not just Chocobo. There's so many volume contents. This is the first area. This is just the first city, but so many things that we learn here. So many contents.
Wow, there's still more going on
Till the
here.
end of the title, right? That is correct. So fantastic.
Right, let's move ahead a little bit.
So glad I came here to feel to make. So this is the Mughal house,
Mughal
the
house.
one we saw earlier.
Look at the Moogles.
So cute. So it's like a mini game. So Mughal house mini game, and
Wait,
them.
are these those guys? The same guys?
Various characters are coming to the world map together with Cloud escaping or
Can't remember their
fleeing
names
from
now, but it's
Midgar.
these dickheads.
Various stories. They have various stories. They're kind of being beaten. They're being beaten. So they're characters that I loved. And in this one, we also have a card game.
You got a card mini game, cool.
Is
Cool.
that there's a story. So from the start.
Oh, we got some chocobo customization. We can customize the saddle, the guards down here, and the headpiece.
Card game. So I'm showing you bits and pieces.
Oh, is it a race?
This is different from Chocobo Race, but
Oh.
as a tutorial for Chocobo for you to be able to get used to Chocobo. This itself is enjoying. So the characters we saw earlier will appear on Quest, and you're able to see the relationships and the background of these. The previous one we saw this, right? In the previous title, I think they were picking flowers.
Oh yeah,
Aerith
flower
was
picking.
the flowers. And not just the
Oh,
monsters we saw earlier. They are very strong monsters that appear if you are able to conquer some requests and
okay.
condition. So there's more songs that he can play? Oh, where is this place? Where is this? Ah la 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 la. Oh, I'm so intrigued. What was that? So we're going to switch to
Oh,
the screen.
oh wow, what the hell?
Like this. So there's the clearance mode, like the one in the original. So you're able to play the piano with this. So this is really quite real. So you can play like a real piano. So I want you to
Oh.
play the song.
Oh my god, it's like The Last of Us Part 2 and where the guitar chords, like those are the actual chords. You can people have played actual songs in that game with their chord system. But now you can do that in here too. That's kind of cool. What about this changes down here?
Or T-Hack team, the user is able to discuss sun.
You can see what people make with this.
Okay, I got it. And then the songs come along. Wonderful, lovely. You got it in an instantaneously. Yeah, I got it.
Oh wow, that sounds really good.
You're doing well. You're doing well. It's the first time.
You even have a fucking still going there. All right, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for this.
Very well.
Gotta play an actual piano. That's cool. That was some good 40 minutes of... actually, it was taking more 30-ish minutes of gameplay. They had some talking there I skipped over. But yeah, the gameplay looked cool. I really like the open world setting. And it's only one of a few because you're going to be in that area in the beginning of the game. You're going to complete the main missions. You're going to complete the side missions if you want to and whatnot. And then you're going to move into a next area. And I'm assuming each area that you move on to is going to be an open world setting, which will be dope. But just to see that one open world setting in the beginning there, and it looks pretty damn open, looks pretty big. And we see a lot of returning characters and new characters. The chocobo riding, it's big enough to be riding a chocobo, you know? You have a mount, so it's big enough where you have a mount that you have to get around. It's make it easier to get around, you know? So I'm excited for that. I do love open world setting kind of games. Whether it's seamless open world or even like sectional open world, I like them. And the combat is both the same and different with the synergy stuff. Get the ATB gauge up for both characters, and then they can work together to deal a super amount of damage. It's gonna be so much fun, and we seem to have the party with us the entire time. But obviously, you can only have two other members a part of your party, so those two others can fight with you. So I'm assuming if you have like Barrett and Red 13, Aerith and Tifa sort of just sit in the sidelines, and you can change it on the fly. It seems to be like hot switch, like you can just hold down a trigger or something, and then switch between like a preset that you can make, I guess. That's very convenient. What else did we see there? We saw there's a lot of material that you can just collect in the open world, which is going to be useful. So just collect everything. The combat was looking good. What else did we see? The enemy types look interesting. We saw a few different new different types of enemies there, and we didn't see too much story stuff, which I'm okay with. I just wanted to see what this game was going to be other than story, and it looks like there's a lot to do. And this game just seems a lot bigger than the remake, and I can't wait to play it. I mean, this game comes on 2 discs, right? From what I remember from the videos that I've watched about the original game, the game came on 3 discs. And I guess we can interpret the remake as the first disc and this Rebirth as the next 2 discs. I guess that's the best way to interpret it. So this is going to be twice as big as a remake, and I'm excited for that. And yeah, that is it for this reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.